leveraging Indonesia as sort of a high-skilled, low-cost development base and then pushing it out around the rest of the world. We do that in China, kind of create this kung fu ball of fire, if you will, and then forge it in the competitive Chinese market, push it out around the rest of the world, much higher ARPU in Japan. You can fund your company and growth in China from revenue abroad. Our next company, number 3, hails from the Lion City and I Ain't Lion from Singapore. Put your hands together, please, for personal credit provider Loan Garage, everybody. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Aidil. I'm the CEO and founder of Loan Garage. Loan Garage is a platform that empowers consumers to obtain personal credit and loans at the cheapest rates and from the most reliable lenders. Now, back home where I come from, Singapore, I live in public housing, okay? So I used to have this neighbor whose house would be vandalized from time to time by loan sharks, and his contact details will be scribbled all over the walls, like what you see on the screen right now. So for those who do not know what $pay $ means, it means owe money, pay money. Okay? So my neighbor, or former neighbor rather, suffered with one of the many statistics that fell to this couch of illegal moneylenders and loan sharks in Singapore. So these are the problems that we are trying to solve in Loan Garage. We are trying to eradicate market access to loan sharks or illegal money lenders. But even if you borrow from legal lenders, there are no guarantees that you will survive, that you will experience good lending practices. All this comes from a lack of consumer awareness of what's out there in the market and what is best for the consumer. So what is the result is that it causes a huge uneven playing field and a highly disaggregated market. So what's the solution? We have developed a platform on mobile and on web which aggregates the demand for personal loans and aggregates the supply from only licensed and legal lenders. But more importantly, our platform allows the market and the consumers to provide feedback on their lending experience and on the lenders that they have borrowed from. This is important because we have our own proprietary ranking algorithms that will rank these lenders based on many factors, including market feedback. So after the consumers has compared the market rates being offered by the lenders on the platform and on their respective application, the consumer will be empowered to make his own decision and informed decision as to what is best for him. Now I'll just play a video demo of the app.
Loan Garage is an iPhone app that empowers the consumer to obtain credit at the cheapest interest rate in the market and from the safest and most reputable sources. This app is free for download on the Apple App Store.
Not cool.
The app has warning.
I don't want to stick a camera in
A
your face
loan
right now.
application function, articles on debt management, an installment calculator, and a screen where lenders are ranked and you will be able to compare lenders. Articles in our Finance Tips Stream will provide you with tips and ideas on how you can best manage your debt and improve your credit score. When applying for a loan, affordability is critical to any good debt management plan. Loan Garage's installment calculator allows you to calculate your monthly installments without any fuss. On Loan Garage's Compare Lender screen, you can compare the interest rates offered by lenders on our platform. You will also be able to view any current ongoing promotions that could save you money. To apply for a loan through our platform, put in the request information and select the lender or lenders whom you wish to apply to. You are able to apply to more than one lender. Our filtering mechanism will filter out lenders that do not fit your loan criteria. Once you are done, just tap on Submit Application and your information will be transmitted to your choice lender or lenders. Your privacy is protected as the app will not transfer your identifiable information to the lenders. Your identifiable details will only be conveyed after the lender provides his in-principle approval. You can your application on the check status screen. Once your lender has provided his in-principle approval, the status page will be updated. Your lender will then contact you for documentary verification, and your loan will be dispersed directly to you once the paperwork is completed.
I think the problem is maybe some of the loan sharks have gotten a hold of control of some of the technical things.
Sorry about that. Alright, so we are focusing our initial efforts in Singapore, a financial hub in Singapore, where the personal loan market is at $28.1 billion and is growing at 4% every year. Being a highly scalable platform, we are targeting entry into major markets in Greater Asia in the next 1 to 2 years. The status is now we are pre-launch date. We'll be launching in 30th June 2012. We are working with 241 licensed lenders and 183 banks. After 1 week of door-to-door sales to lenders, we have listed successfully 6 lenders on the platform, and that is an 85% hit rate. Some of you may be curious as to why we have a Singapore Academy of Law logo over there, even though they're not a lender. The reason being, we are proud to announce that we are one of the few private market initiatives where the Academy is throwing their support behind by providing funding of up to $100,000 for this venture. Now, how do we make money? There are 5 ways we make money, but the major way is we charge a transaction fee on the lender side. We do not take a single cent from the borrower side. We charge 0.5 to 1% of each loan, subject to a minimum of $20. The team consists of myself. I'm actually a lawyer by training. I just resigned from my job last week, and so this is my first venture. I'm assisted by Ms. Izzati, who is the Business Development Officer, and Peter Robert, who is the tech guy on the team. So at the end of the day, this platform really wants to empower everyone in the world to be able to offer credit where they need it most, but in a safe, secure, and most reliable way. Thank you very much, everyone.
I must say, until your last slides, where you announced you have all those partnerships and you talk about the team, I was like, those guys are crazy.
Sorry?
I was thinking you were crazy.
Why?
Because the consumer loans is a very dangerous, physically dangerous business. So I think you have a good chance to. So after seeing that you established partnerships and you seem to have some credibility with legal background on the team, I think you can possibly pull it off in Singapore. I'd be much less confident about pulling it off in China or Indonesia. I don't know Indonesia, I know a little bit about China. I wouldn't touch it, but you can try. Now the question is, how can you bring consumers to your service? Because it looks like you got, the loan company is always happy to loan money because they make crazy interest on it. That's the nature of the business. Consumers get it because they don't realize, mostly, and they don't know how to count. So how do you get the consumers in the service?
Well, okay, there are 2 ways. You're basically asking what's my customer acquisition strategy. So there are basically 2 ways. One would be the traditional way of going out there in the heartlands of Singapore. So that's my initial market. We'll be doing road shows. And second, we are partnering with regulators, like Singapore Academy of Law, and also the regulator of the personal loans market in Singapore, the lending market in Singapore, which is the IPTO, Insolvency Public Trustee Office. So with collaborating with them, we are not fighting against the personal loans market, but instead we are working to make sure that, consumers will obtain loans in any way. That there is no way of blocking them from obtaining loans. Okay, so instead of fighting against them, we should work with them to educate them as to who are the best lenders out there, and they should make a better commercial decision. So with having regulators and bodies like the Singapore Academy of Law behind us, it will add a lot of credibility amongst the consumers. So those are the 2 ways we are moving forward with this.
The revenue model I kind of get, but so you have 241 lenders, 153 banks, and you have an 8% hit rate. How do you want to increase that hit rate? 8%.
85.
You're at 85.
85%. So over 1 week, lunchtime when I was serving my notice period, I went out to engage in door-to-door sales, visited 8 lenders, 6 of them listed immediately.
And so with this, so whether you don't care whether the actual customer actually pays or not, as long as you get paid up front. But don't you also, wouldn't if you do a referral, isn't there like a referral fee to these lenders and as well as you? I mean, isn't there a business for that as well?
Referral fee in the sense
Of introducing new clients to these banks or lenders?
no, we do not engage in that because number one, I think that's open question under the laws of Singapore. We're not sure whether that is legal. And secondly, we want to add value to the businesses of the lenders and the banks by only taking a charge only when they are successful loan.
So, I don't want to be like too negative or what, but how many like that kind of professional lenders in Indonesia have you like done any study before?
Well, to be honest with you, I have not really looked at Indonesia as I mean, the specifics of the Indonesian market, but in terms of the personal loans market, I do have friends this guy is a lawyer, so I do have friends in the legal fraternity. They have told me that this is a problem in Indonesia where number one, Indonesians do not have access to microfinance. Number two, when they do not know who are the more reputable ones. So, but in terms of market entry into Indonesia, that is a question that I will have to examine and probably take advice on that.
Okay, so this is what I see. The issue is that you put in like a very nice way, say that you got 85% like pickup rates when you talk to all these lenders. Of course, if I'm a lender, I say that I don't have to pay anything. I just pay you by commission. As to 10 people, I think 8 or 9 will say yes. Yeah, because like it won't cost me anything. You want to bring me a customer, so why not? But again, on the other side, to the user itself, is that a real need? Do they need to have an application to help them to find which are the cheapest one, or which are the most confident one, or which are actually anyone who want to give me a loan, I'll take it because I'm so desperate, right? Because I see is that usually people don't admit they want to have a loan until that is really there. The way that the things work for you is that actually there's people is available and say, oh, I think you need a loan. I'm going to give you this money. You can pay me next time. It's okay. It's okay. Then they come to you every week and start collecting money from you. If you don't pay them, they take your motorcycle. So things like that happens in countries like Indonesia. So I don't know whether like these people who needs money are going to say, oh, I'm going to do my research first. I'm going to see how many companies there. Oh, this one is cheaper, but they're quite far. But still the cheapest one go there. It's like the most confident one. Usually that's what they take. Right? But this, I don't know much about the market yet. But I'll see, what I suggest is that you don't look into one side just for the lenders, but also the end users. We need to know more about that. That is most important than the lenders.
Of course, I'll just respond to you quickly. One of the steps moving forward in this venture is basically to install a location-based, for example, location-based kind of feature on the app, which lists down lenders that are nearest to you depending on your geography. But that is not necessary right now because the Singapore market, Singapore is just a small landscape market.
Just to kind of wrap up what I understood of your business, you're basically a price comparison for consumer loans, basically price comparison and lead generation for consumer loan companies.
That's right. And to ensure that consumers benefit at the end of the day by only having access to legal lenders.
Okay. Until they get rejected by all the legal lenders, then they go to the other guys. Right?
Well, that is something that Mr. Wukumar,
But that's
point taken.
you can solve that. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you for earnest